NartOutHere showing off OG's lower fake on Nuke versus Vitality in IEM Katowice 2021. OG are coming into the round on force buy with minimal utility. At the beginning of the round, OG are going to throw their standard smokes across the secret, however with a variation. They'll molly red first, which the smoke that lands near red will land on top of the molly in the position OG wanted in. This smoke is thrown to where it will be shifted upwards towards secret, denying the gap that you will usually see in the middle between the two smokes. The further smoke gets thrown so there won't be a gap just before crossing the secret. These are the two areas of concern when you throw the standard smokes which AWPers can spot. You'll see later from ZywOo's POV that you won't be able to spot OG crossing. There can be two problems with this set of smokes. First is that it does leave a gap close red to where anyone who's playing Glaive can spot you, which OG are aware of. The other issue is that if CT smoke red at the beginning of the round, making your molly ineffective, which will cause a close smoke to land into secret. With the smokes, OG sent ISSAA and Aleksib down secret. Meanwhile, the other three players with bomb wait lobby. When ISSAA and Aleksib get down secret, they get delayed by Apex's molly and smoke. They'll wait it out, and when the smoke fades, ISSAA's gonna molly control stairs, and then he gets on Aleksib's head to peek decon stairs. They get control of back hall, and then they get into vents. Aleksib will get on top of ladder, and he'll smoke off mini off Tetris. He'll come up with ISSAA. As he does so, mantuu flashes second vent twice, and him and Valde make their way outdoor. Meanwhile, NPK will come through hut, and he's gonna find a 2K, killing NartOutHere and RPK, who were in the site hut bait switch. Shox at mini is unable to find the kill, and OG have full site control. Bomb is planted and Vitality saving a 3v5. There's a couple of reasons why I'm covering this specific strategy. First off, the unique smokes they use, and then secondly, not very often do you see teams splitting up or through vents. And then last reason is sometimes we'll see teams on the CT side rotate another player down lower to help out if the first lower player is feeling a lot of pressure. So let's go into the players' POVs. Aleksib is one of the lower players. He will molly red by standing at the end of the shadow before the fence shadow. Aims here, then jump throw. He will throw this right away. The reason why he is throwing this molly is for mantuu's close red smoke to land on top of it. If the molly isn't there, the mantuu smoke will land towards secret. That's if the CTs don't throw one, which they're not going to take the chance and throw their own. You see here as he crosses the secret, there is a gap to the left of red, which is meant to be there. The smokes that OG throw are perfect, leaving no gaps in the middle or towards secret to where they can't get spotted by ZywOo. That gap to the left near Glaive you do have to watch for because that is a very common angle held by CTs. Aleksib rushes down secret with ISSAA, they get mollied off by Apex and wait. However, after the molly, Apex smokes it off, so they continue to wait. Aleksib is going to nade behind the smoke and spray it. The nade does a little damage to Apex. When the smoke fades, him and ISSAA will get control with ISSAA mauling stairs. Aleksib will jump over since he has an SMG. He's going to crouch to allow ISSAA to peek towards decon stairs as an off angle. It's clear, so Aleksib gets into vent, however ISSAA blocks him, and this could have costed them the round because Shox was able to rotate to mini due to the delay. Aleksib is going to get on vent and make sure that no CT is holding top hut or heaven before he smokes mini. As you can see, this can definitely be a downside to the strat if any CTs are holding these positions. To throw the mini smoke, he aims above the yellow sign on Tetris, then left click. Afterwards he comes out vent and Shox tags him from mini. Aleksib returns to spray to mini and then advances to site, clearing it. I'm going to skip the rest of the POV as Vitality saves in a 3v5 after plant. ISSAA is the other lower player. He starts the round smoking off the fence to allow him and Aleksib to cross the red. ISSAA waits for Aleksib to flash before crossing a secret, and he watches the gap in the smoke to the left when he does cross. When ISSAA gets down to secret, he allows Aleksib to go first as he has a rifle. They get delay from Apex's utility, so they both wait. As they do so, ISSAA is watching flank. When the smoke fades, ISSAA mollies control stairs, which pushes Apex back. Then he gets on top of Aleksib's head to peek decon stairs. He clears it and he gets off Aleksib's head. ISSAA is going to get into vent first, which is a mistake as I said earlier. It delays the execute and allows Shox time to rotate into mini. Eventually he moves out the way for Aleksib. ISSAA will go up the vent and follow Aleksib in sight but stops because NBK killed both players upper, so he redirects his attention to mini where Shox is spraying through the smoke. ISSAA returns his fire. After plant, ISSAA's second vent. A possibility to sell more of a lower fake is to have someone else smoke fence and have ISSAA hold his smoke for lower, whether that be out towards decon door or smoking off ramp from control side. This would sell more of a fake and could possibly pull another rotation to lower. mantuu's OG's AWPer, but they're low on money, so he has a rifle and bomb. He throws a close red smoke, and to do so, he crouches and positions himself with the top bolt of the wheel, stands, and aims with the tip of the smoke here, then jump throw. He'll throw it right away. The smoke will land on top of Aleksib's molly. Granted, that's if the CTs don't molly. So what's so special about this smoke is that it lands more to the right away from red. It will block off the middle gap that AWPers usually can see through the smoke sometimes. In return, it does leave a gap to the left of red. Also, the reason why OG don't throw the standard 2 smokes is because CTs can molly and mess up their smokes. However, you can't always count on CTs to molly, so they molly red themselves to guarantee the smoke will land. Now, teams on CT side are also smoking out red at the beginning of the round to prevent the T's molly from landing, so as you can see, it is all a mind game when it comes to mollying and smoking outside at the beginning of the round. Back to the round here where mantuu is in lobby, essentially holding for the push as well as waiting for the lower teammates to get into vents. mantuu is going to flash second vent twice as Aleksib comes up vent. These flashes are meant for the CT holding back sight, and if someone's peeking from heaven, it won't blind your teammates. He'll come outdoor afterwards and try spamming shox through the smoke mini. Sight is clear and he plants for mini. After planting, he's in a bad position as the mini smoke fades and OG are out of nades. Luckily, no one from Vitality was mini, and mantuu changes his position backside getting cover. Valde has AK armor and no nades due to money. If he had nades, he usually blows up door and throws a lurk smoke. Valde will go trophy and hold for the ramp push. He doesn't see anyone pushing and falls back to lobby where he is careful for the hut peek. He will reposition door where he waits for his lower teammates. When Aleksib throws the mini smoke from vent, Valde will open the door and he will spray it because this angle behind the door is commonly held if the door is not blown up. It's such a super strong position for CTs. Afterwards, Valde will come outdoor. Same with the other players here, he's going to spray the mini smoke as he doesn't have to worry about sight due to NBK picking off the 2 upper players. After plant, Valde is Tetris holding heaven. If Valde had money for nades, he would have a molly and a flash left after the initial door nades. He could molly second vent and flash mini for the execute, I think. NBK throws a smoke that lands towards secret side. The traditional smoke sometimes leaves a small little gap that AWPers can see before players get into secret. However, NBK's smoke lands more towards secret, which won't leave a gap. To throw the smoke, NBK positions himself with his pole, aims at the line that is top right of the square on this silo, then jump throw. He will smoke right away. NBK was gonna flash outside, however holds off. He then goes lobby and then he gets on top of the balcony and he holds for the ramp push. When it's time for the execute, NBK will come out hut by himself. I'm not as too sure why he drops down like that because that sound cue definitely gives up his position. Especially with RBK being inside hut, knowing that. NBK, since he's by himself, can take his time and he slowly clears hut, then spots NartOutHere backside. He kills him and RBK comes and tries to trade, but lines up for NBK, leading for a 2k for him. Afterwards he'll come out hut and molly heaven, then NBK picks up the hut flank. So let's take a look at some of the Vitality players' POVs. ZywOo is going to be opping yard. You'll see that he is unable to find a gap in the smoke. He will rotate to ramp and switch positions with shox. I think the reason behind this is for 2 reasons. ZywOo will have a quick rotation to lower to help out Apex, and then the other reason is that on T side, a common strat is getting one player down secret while the others go down ramp to lower. The secret player can cut off rotations, making the lower take easier. Nothing else to see from ZywOo's POV as he's going to save when OG execute. shox is the ramp player. I'm not going to show you the beginning of the round. He is eventually going to switch places with ZywOo and he goes yard. When he gets outside, he's going to hold CT red for a push because he doesn't know when the time that ZywOo and him switched, OG could have had somebody lurking. After a while, shox is not taking any contact and OG aren't pushing towards heaven and hell, so he's going to get info by pushing yard. shox doesn't see anyone. He's going to be able to get to mini just in time for the execute, and he sees Aleksib come out of vent before the smoke blooms. He should have gotten the kill on Aleksib, and then, however, he gets smoked out. As you can see, had Aleksib didn't get blocked in vent, the smoke would have went up earlier before shox even gets the mini. Apex is the mini and lower player. Vitality have Apex start lower quite frequently. He'll rush ramp to lower and he gets info that OG could have crossed into secret. Apex will molly it off, then he smokes it. He gets close to punish if OG try to come through the smoke. Apex will nade and fall back to control stairs. He's going to open the door for a quick escape after jump spawning, but it gets mollied off, so he falls back and comes out the window. As the molly ends, Apex is gonna come control stairs and he misses his shots. He'll fall back to ramp where it appears that Vitality will play retake lower and stop the ramp push if there is one. Unfortunately, it was all in a ruse and it was a fake, and OG are gonna come out upper, and then Apex is forced to save. To wrap up, OG uses the secret smokes that don't have a gap for the CT side operator spot. However, there is a gap near glaive. There's so many ways that this strat can be changed up. An example is if Aleksib and ISSAA show more presence towards decon or control side, you do take the risk of possibly dying, definitely more if you're going towards control side, but the reward is possibly pulling another CT over. Also, they can sell more of a fake if ISSAA has a smoke, so instead of ISSAA smoking fence at the beginning of the round, maybe he saves it for lower to throw out decon, then him and Aleksib can go up vents, or he could smoke ramp. You get the idea. If you liked the video, please upvote and subscribe. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.